All right. Good morning, both of you. So, before we start with the today's session, I would like to recap what we learned last Tuesday. So, we learned about the if and VLOOKUP combination, and then we learned about find and replace, and we learned about count if function. So, today we are going to learn about sum if and ifs, and also how to extract specific details from cells, and also something interesting for y'all, how to calculate loan installments using the formula in Excel. So let me share my screen first. Hello, Miss Tamara. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Okay. Miss Tamara, can you confirm whether you can see my screen clearly?
Yes, it's visible, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. So, okay, so let me start with the sum if and ifs function. So let's say now you have a database. Now what I have taken here is just an example of employee records. So you can see now there are 10 employees who are attached to security and marketing department, and I have mentioned their work levels. I have only mentioned two levels, team member and executive, and I have mentioned dummy salary figures and overtime amounts. So just imagine this is a monthly payroll master sheet. So now as the HR department, now we would like to see some summary reports of these. So then we can actually apply some if and ifs to see summary reports based on the criteria that we want to have the summary. So for an example, now here let's say now if it is the master payroll record, so there are all the security team members here, right? And there are marketing team members here. So so many other employees attached to other departments. So if for some reason, let's say I want to see how much of overtime we have paid for the security team member employees. So here you can see in the security team there are executives, there are team members. So the team members, there are some who have received the OT. But if you might be thinking at a glance, you can see the total is here 10,000, right? But imagine you have a huge sheet, so it's very difficult to see. So how you can apply the sum ifs function. So let me show. Equal, so you have to type sum ifs. So you are gonna give some give a sum range, right? So you are going to get the summation from the values here. So you have to select this entire column, right? So this is the OT column. So I'm selecting this. So always read, right? So here it says sum range. So this is the sum range, and then I put a comma, and then I select what is the range one, right? So first range that I'm going to give is this, the department. So I'm going to select the entire department column, and I'm going to put a comma, and then I'm going to select security because that is the department that I want to see the OT for. And then I'm going to give another comma. Then it is asking for range 2. So under security, I'm going to see for the team member overtime. So then I'm going to select the range 2. This is my second range. I'm going to put a comma, and I'm going to select the criteria for range 2, which is team member. And then I'm going to press enter. So here I have got the information what I wanted for. So I wanted to see in the security department what is the total OT amount that we have paid for a particular month. So here it is. it's 10,000 rupees. So let me show you the sum if. Now I showed you some ifs. We do a sum ifs when we have more than uh, one criteria or ranges to look for. So I will show you now. This is asking the total salary paid for executive card, right? So for here, now you can see now in this column, it's only the executives who are there. So right. So what I am going to do is I'm going to give a sum if formula so that you can see the total salary that has been paid for the executive card employees equal sum if. Then you have to select. Now here the selection method is a little different from sum ifs, so you have to read very well. So sum if, now you have to select the range, right? This is the range that we are going to look. In this range, what is the criteria? So we have to select executive criteria. Okay, again comma. Now the sum range. So you have to get the sum from this range. Press enter. All right, 107,500. So this is the total salary that we have paid for the executive card. So is this clear? Uh, does anyone want me to explain again? How about Miss Tamara? Are you
Yes,
clear with this? You got it.
yes, it's clear.
All right. What about Miss Nirmi?
It's clear, sir.
Right. So I just took this as an example of the payroll records, but just think of situations that this can be incorporated to the work that you all are doing. So um, maybe if you all can let me know of such an instance that you all are involved with, I can relate it and tell you how you can do it, how you can apply the sum if and sum ifs function in Excel to generate certain specific information and details. All right. So since this is clear, I will move on to the second tip. So this is now in Excel, we have left, right, mid, and length functions, right? So now imagine, now this is something I have seen. So sometimes the information you get is not in the way that you want. For example, look at this information, right? In this cell, the person who has entered the information has entered with the number itself, right? So you have the number and the name both in the same column. But now, let's say you want to extract only the name. So what are you going to do? Are you going to keep blaming the person who did the report, or are you going to find a way to solve this? So let me show you, right? You don't have to, type, look at this and type one by one, or you don't have to just, go to this and you will have to delete all. Is that what you're going to do one by one? Are you going to delete, right? No. So let me show you how you can extract this information. So we can use the mid equal mid function. So let's see here. Now you want the information to be extracted from here. You don't want this part, right? So that is why we are using the equal mid, right? So I will type equal mid, and then you have to select the text that you want to do the extraction, put a comma, uh, put the starting number, right? So starting number in the sense, now if you see here, there in this cell, from 1 there up to S, there are 5 characters, right? So 1 is the first character, space is the second character, and then full stop is the third, another space is there, that is the fourth character. So we have to give the starting number as the fifth character. So let me select 5 and then comma, Then this is asking starting from now fifth character up to how many characters do we want, right? So I will just give, because now you can see looking at these names, um, these names might have maximum 20-30 characters. So I'm gonna give starting from the fifth character, maybe up until the 100th character, so that nothing will be lost in the middle here. So you have the name on. So let me show you now. If you select here, let's say you select the third character here, then it will start from the full stop. You select third, here you can see it's dot space summer, right? That's why I wanted you all to start from the fifth character, so then you get the name. And let's say here, instead of giving 100, a larger number of characters, you just give a little number of characters. You give 5, then you can see only a part of the name, isn't it? So you give 7, same, you can see only a part of the name, right? Here 8, same. So that's why I ask all of you all to, maybe you can give 1000, so that the entire name will be there, and then you can drag and drop. So here you can see, but something to concern here. Now if you can see, up to 1 to 9, we got the exact way we wanted, but after 10, right, when the number increased here, so there is a space. That is because Akila, his name is starting from the sixth character. Now here 1 is the first character, 0 is the second character, and then space is the third, full stop is the fifth, and then other space is the sixth character. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, there are 5 characters. So his name is starting from the sixth character. So here we have to change it. Start from 6. Then it's all right. So you can apply the same to the numbers until 99, right? Again, if there is 100, you will have to give here starting from the 7th character, also depending on the number of characters that are in front of the name. Now again, let's say you get a information like this. Okay, the name and the EPF number both are together, right? So now again, same thing. Are you going to blame the person? Now you want to get only the EPF numbers to one column, right? Are you going to type it by looking, just looking at that? 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3. This is what you are going to do. Okay, don't worry. Excel is a wonderful tool, so you don't have to do that. So you can use the right function, equal right. Okay, so click equal right, which means we are going to extract the characters from starting from the right of this cell, right? Select the entire sheet, and then the number of characters you want from the right. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. Put 4, just enter. Then you will get only the numbers that you wanted. But something to remember here is always uniformity is something that is to be considered when you are using these formulas. Now this can be applied only if these EPF numbers, or maybe the student numbers, have 4 characters, right? So let's say now this person has only 3 characters, then it will uh, change a bit, right? So let's say this person has only one number here, then it will not come the way we want. So you can use these formulas only for uniform values, right? So if not, so that's why. So I think most of the time these numbers and all, even EPF numbers, student numbers, they are uniform. I think say has the same number of characters. So you can apply these formulas. Now let's say the same information. Now you want only the name. You don't want this EPF number. You want to extract only the name. What are you going to do? Are you going to start deleting the numbers in all the columns? Okay, but that's not going to happen, right? So here you can give the equal left formula, right? And I'm going to incorporate the len function as well. So here what you're going to do is equal left. So starting from the left, okay, select the text, and in this text, uh, what you are going to do is uh, now number of characters, right? Now there's a little tricky part in this. Now these names are different from each other. So Samal Pereira's characters in the name is not equal to Mahesh Vikram Singha's characters. So if you give starting from left, you can't specify a figure, right? So just to extract the name. So what we are going to do is we are going to incorporate the len function. So before I incorporate, let me tell you what len function is, right? Equal len is the formula we use to identify how many characters are there in a uh, particular sentence or a detail. So here there are 20 characters, here there are 22. So that is the len function, and why we use it. So now let me come to the formula. Equal left, select the text, put a comma, you give the len function, huh? Put the len and then select this text, right? uh, Minus, we are going to give -4 because you want the last 4 digits now. Full length minus -4 brackets. So here you go. Right, so -4 is not enough because if you see there is a dash also, right? So we have to give at least -7. Oh, now you can see only the name. See, because why we gave 7 is from here, if you can see from the name starting, there is a space, one character, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 characters after the name. So that's why we gave that. So let me show it to you again. Okay, equal left. So you want the values in the left. You select this text, put a comma, and then before giving the number of characters, you incorporate len function. You go to len, select the same text. So from this total length, you come out of the bracket, just click outside the bracket, put a -7 characters, and close the brackets, enter. You will get only the name. Right. Was these left, right, mid, and len clear? What about Miss Roshi? Was this clear to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So, have any of you all come across any instance that you had to extract details from something like this, where you had everything together? Any of you have come across?
Yes. This is very important because most of the time we get these type of details.
Yeah, y'all are receiving information like this. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's why. That's why I have seen. So I have seen how people are struggling when they get information like this. So nothing to worry. You all can use these functions to make your life more easy. All right. So any questions before I move on to the third tip of the day? All good. May I know who is there from the Human Resources Department? Is that Miss Sumudu?
Good morning, Mr. Ayesh. It's me, Isuri.
Ah, right. Okay. All right, Mrs. So is everything clear to you?
Yes, Mr. Ayesh.
Okay. So we move on to the third tip. So I just included this to make this little interesting. I know some of y'all are applying for loans as well. So most of us, we ask from the bank, isn't it? But now there are these loan calculators also and online loan calculators as well. But even if you don't have anything, if you have a simple Excel opened up in your computer, you can use this function that I'm teaching today to calculate your installment, right? So here, that is the PMT function in Excel. Very interesting, right? Okay, so here now the interest rate given to you is 8%, and the loan amount you have asked for is I have put here 1 million, and for 5 years, uh, 60 months, right? So you are gonna calculate your monthly installment. Put a equal, then put PMT. Double click on PMT, and then click on the rate. Now these rates are annual rates, no? So here we have to actually now we are getting the monthly installment, so you have to divide it by 12. Huh? So you have to click on the rate, divide it by 12, and then put comma, and then uh, number of terms, right? So you have to select the number of terms, that is 60 months, again comma, and then select the loan amount. You can press enter. Okay, this is coming in a negative value though, because that is something that has to be paid. But now here, what you have to pay per month is 20,276 and 39 cents. So let me show it to you again. You give equal PMT, right? Click on the rate that was offered to you. That's the annual rate. So you divide it by 12, put a comma, select the total installment period. It has to be in months, right? Uh, Put another comma, select your loan capital amount, right? Press enter here, 20,276 and 39 cents. Okay, that is how you can calculate your monthly installment rates yourselves without asking the bank. Okay, so with that, let me go to the short key for the day. So it is Control Shift 5. So this is if you want to convert a number to a percentage, right? Normally, actually, it's very easy now. You can click on the number, and here in the home tab, you have this percentage. You can just click there. But why I am teaching you all these short keys is because people who are very much involved in Excel, they actually don't use this tab. They use only the keyboard. So that's why I'm actually teaching y'all. So y'all can select the cell, Control Shift 5. Sorry, Control Shift 5, so that it will be converted. Control Shift 5. How you can convert a number into a percentage without using this home tab and the percentage icons. So, all right. So we have covered all the three tips and also the short key for the day. And before I conclude the session, may I know whether you all have any clarifications, doubt, any questions? Miss Nirmi?
Yes, sir, everything was very clear.
All right, super. And then Miss Isuri?
It's very clear, Mr. Ayesh.
Right. Miss Tamara?
Everything is clear, sir. Thank you.
Okay, right. Miss Roshi?
Yeah, everything is clear, Mr.
All right, super. Okay. Does any one of you all have any requests for the coming Tuesday, so that I can do that for the coming Tuesday session, like as to it now, because you all know better than me what you all are doing using Excel in terms of your daily routinely work. So if you all can let me know, I can incorporate those to my session, so that it will also, while learning, it will make your real work easy. Any requests for the coming Tuesday session? No? Right. Okay then. Thank you so much for joining today's training session. I hope to see you all on coming Tuesday. Have a great day then.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Have a
so
great
much.
Thank you very much,
You're
Mr.
Thank you
welcome.
so much, Mr. Ayesh.
You're welcome.